Hi guys. So, how are you? Hi Arman. Good afternoon. How are you? Hello everybody. Are you able to see me and hear me? Can you give me a quick yes or a hello or something if you can hear me? Good Arman. Very nice. How was CLAT? CLAT was a surprise. Hi Guru Raj. Hi Annapurna. Hi Sumit. You were curveball. And now we're just waiting for AILET. Just wait, see what will happen with AILET. I'm like very skeptical and very scared. Though I'll tell you what, I find AILET to be I've always found it to be a tougher exam than CLAT and always more challenging. Hi Samriddhi, good afternoon. Hi Prapti, good afternoon. No, the answer key made all sense. You have to check. See, after every paper, they had given four answer keys. So, one, you had to check which set was yours. And two, then you should have looked for the correct answer key. Because there were four sets of answer keys after every paper. Hi, UV, good afternoon. Hi, Ria. Hi, Vinita. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you all? Everyone up. Give me a yes, no, thumbs up. Give me something so I know you're here. We are so many of us. So I was like, I'll tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised by CLAT. That was my take on it. What I found was that the general English section was far easier than most of our mocks, which is something that I hope you all realized also, that in terms of general English, the paper was so much easier than the mocks that we give you. Hi Meghna, good afternoon. Isn't it? So tell me, did you find the English section to be easier than the mocks that we were giving? And of course, you've done 48 mocks, so you've done all types of questions. But on an average, the paper was definitely easier than what we were giving out. So if you had done all the mocks seriously, you would have found the paper of CLAD, at least the general English section, to be very, very easy. Arman, our job is to give you the best and the toughest paper. Though even though our exact papers are not very tough, they're matched to different CLAT papers. Uh, Also, yes, the AILET the logical reasoning section in CLAT, there were two passages that had problems. One, the analytical reasoning, one, the seating arrangement problem, and two, there was that last set, the homeless set, if I'm not mistaken, right? Which had four questions or three questions that I had problems with: 103, 104, and I think 107, where that 5.5 million thing happened. I don't know if you were able to see that. So there were three questions there where I found two questions where I fundamentally had a problem with the question, and one question where I mean, there was no answer that was given. 5.5 million is 55 lakhs, not half a not 5 lakhs. So that was the problem. The figure was 5 lakh 80,000, which was half a million. Yes, I know. Then maths was like maths, not really maths, but their concept was very wrong. So that was a problem with CLAD. But anyway, that this happens in every exam that you will write. Some error or the other will occur. There was one question in verbal also in general English that was wrong. I think in my paper it was number 16 or number 11, where there was some problem with the question. Some one. Yeah. So we had sent out a message to you guys also with the errors that we asked you to this thing. Kartike, but that is how it happens generally, no? But if you hadn't studied, you would still have found it difficult. Yeah, that was the one, the bag question. Exactly. So how many people were in that passageway, runway? Yes. So those five questions, not five more, yeah. Four questions though I have sent objections to, one in English and three in reasoning. And then I think the AR set would have also had some problems. So anyway, that is how life is. If you have written CLAT and enjoyed it, all you need to do now is give me a thumbs up यार, at least like तो कर दो मेरे सेशन को कि हाँ मैम आपके सेशंस और आपके मॉक से बहुत फायदा हुआ. So at least ठोको some likes, man. I am the greediest woman on the face of this earth. You said 6G. No, that Mayuri, I'll tell you what, one of the words was not really a correct this thing, but the rest were. Okay, so ideally, I would have wanted just integration, but all of the above was right. So that was not a problem. Oh, thank you, Divyansh. Arman, they are greedy for money. I'm greedy for likes. All right, Acha, I hope you have shared this session with your friends. If you haven't, please share it also. We have some time before I begin. So if you will share, then other people will also be able to join. Thank you, Samriddhi. Gives me such pleasure and happiness. I'll tell you what, because all the work that we do here, it all gets translated into likes and shares and all of that. You know that? So please make sure that you have liked it. Thank you, Debrata. Just 7 likes. 77. I'm not very sure, but you should get calls. I'm quite 7. I'm not very sure. All right, I've got some 22 likes till now. More. 45 लोग देख रहे हैं तो 45 likes तो दे दो यार. इतनी likes तो ठोको. All right. So interestingly, we're going to be having this AILET marathon for the next 4 days. I hope every day from 3 to 6 and then 6 to 9, you're here with us learning. I'll tell you what, very honestly, the concept or the idea that I bring with me is that we must practice and we must do lots of timed practice. 85 plus according to the provisional answer key. Yeah, let's just wait. I'll tell you what, there is many things that figure in that. So I generally don't like to take a call before the college actually gives out a call. So yeah, we have already released our suggested scores and all of that, so that you understand, right? But beyond that, don't ask me to take a call. I'm like the worst person at this. All I know is my love for VRC and logical reasoning, and that's all I'm doing. All right, 34 ही हुए, अभी तक 47 हुए नहीं है. और सोच लो मैं no, Akshat, we are not allowed to file objections. Only students can file objection. So somebody who has written the test is only someone who can file an objection. We are not party to that. So what we do is we send you the objections, that here are the questions where there are problems. Then you can file an objection, right? CL cannot file any objections as the government does not recognize our objections. The consortium will just throw us out, give us one and say go. So therefore, no objections from our end. You have to file the objections. We have sent you what objections we feel are there. So that is it. Yes, only candidates can file objections. So we are not the right people to be filing objections. I hope. Yes, Mukti, we can file if somebody has written the paper, then they can. But please understand, teachers will not have extra weightage, right? It is only the logical explanation of that question and why it is incorrect. If you can prove it factually, then that will be taken up. For example, that 5.5 million one, that definitely will be taken up. Similarly, the bag question in general English will definitely be taken up. So Those two I'm 100% sure. Then two questions in reasoning, the questions were incorrect. So we have also asked you to file objections for those. Those the questions themselves are incorrect. Anyway, all right. So I hope that's that, guys. Can we get started with today's session? आज भी तो पढ़ना है. So okay, I hope you liked the session, shared it, subscribed to our channel, because if you haven't subscribed, then you will not be able to comment on the chat box. And please join, also hit the bell icon, so that all subsequent sessions also you get informed. I know you guys are already there with us, but hey. All right, let's get started. Today I'm going to be covering, okay, let me first introduce myself. My name is Abhilasha, and I'm a VRC educator, head academics for verbal and logical for Career Launcher, and I will be taking up today's session. The purpose of this session is, of course, concept clarity, boosting your speed and increasing your accuracy. So as we go along, I will keep giving you tips and tricks as to how you can work at that. We are going to be discussing factual questions. We are going to be discussing critical reasoning questions. What I have done today is I have brought some one passage from past year. I have brought some very interesting new passages and new questions for you to solve. Okay, so I've got two concept passages and then the rest. No, Avikant, it's not that. If there is an objection and if a question, for example, is cancelled out, then everybody will get advantage. If a question is accepted that it is wrong, then everyone will get marks for that. So it's not just that you have filed and you will only get advantage of that. Everybody gets advantage. So if a question is stricken, then all of you take advantage of that. If extra marks are awarded, then everyone. For example, how we do it in CL also, na? So if we find that a question is incorrect, then extra marks are awarded to everyone. So similarly, same way they will also award. Okay? Dia, I'm not sure. We are having marathon, so I assume that classes will not happen. But you will have to check for that. Hi, Adi. Yes, Radhika. I'm not sure if you get refunded because I've never filed an objection, to be very honest. All I've done is written the test. All right, guys. चलो, let's get started. आज का सेशन शुरू कर देते हैं. आज मेरे पास 45 and 6 and 5, that is 48 and another 654 and 5. I've got 59 questions or 60 questions for you guys today. We have almost 3 hours, so let's try and do as many as we can. These passages are very close to the actual AILET paper. So goal is that by the time you go to AILET, you're all set. Okay. रीडिंग स्किल कैसे स्पीड करें, रीडिंग स्पीड कैसे इंक्रीज करें, रीडिंग स्पीड अब इंक्रीज करने का इट्स नॉट द टाइम आदि, इट्स जस्ट द टाइम टू वर्क ऑन वॉट एवर यू हैव लर्न टिल नाउ. ओके, प्लीज हिट अ लाइक बटन ऑल ऑफ यू यार, क्विकली फटाफट लाइक तो करो. अच्छा, now I've got I've got one very beautiful, very sweet passage here. It's a short passage, and on this question I have made 5 questions. Right? Ritvika, yes, we will do a session on grammar revision also. So yes, don't worry, there will be a session on pure grammar revision which Savitri ma'am will be taking. But what I'll do is today I'll give you some basics of grammar also. Okay? Vocabulary, grammar. We'll keep doing it as we go along, but I will help you also with some vocab and some grammar today. Okay? All right, here's your first passage. Take 2 minutes, read it, and then we will come and discuss the questions that are related. Okay, I'm removing myself from the screen. All right, your time is up. Okay, so let's go to the first question. Here we are. So what I've done is I've put the passage here right next to the question. So you will not find it difficult to solve. Okay. All right. Here's question number 1. Let's get your answers. All right. The first to go was Dia. Others, I am waiting for your answers. What was the purpose of the Siri system used in Netherlands? All right. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. The correct answer is A. Absolutely. Very good. The purpose of the Siri system that was used in Netherlands essentially was to identify. It was a system risk indicator. So the purpose of this was to assess fraud risk gatherer and compare data from different government systems. So yes, to assess fraud risk by gathering and comparing data from government sources. Very simple, very factual question, straight from the passage. Now if you will realize, if you look at your exams, whether it is AILET or CLAT, the questions are very straight from the passage. So the minute you get something like this, what is the purpose of the Siri system? What you should do is look for these two things, purpose and Siri system. Go to the passage, start scanning. The minute I scan, I go to my passage and I see Siri system. And the minute I read, I see Siri used in Netherlands to assess fraud risk. The minute I come to this, that it is used in the Netherlands to assess fraud risk, gathers and compares from different sources, I quickly go and check, and of course, 1 is the correct answer. So, whenever you have questions like this, just go straight to the passage and try and look for the answer. Remember, the keywords are important. So, here the keyword was purpose and Siri system. These two, if you were able to find, then your question would have been very, very simple. And we were able to find it here. Okay. All right. Let's go to the second question. Which of the following describes a critical issue with AI in public service delivery? Okay. Take a minute, find the answer for me. Nandini, do as many questions as you can. There are so many. See, I'll tell you what, there's no safe this thing. Just keep doing as many as you can. Do them fast. That's the main thing here. Okay. All right. What is the critical issue? Which line should I go to for this answer, guys? Come on. Which line? Can you count and tell me which line will I be able to find this answer? Yes, the correct answer, as you're saying, is option number B, that AI systems improve efficiency, but may also perpetuate systemic biases. That is the problem of AI. So we have started here only that with the use of AI, there are several problems, and one of those is algorithmic bias that is mentioned very, very clearly, right? So B is the correct answer for this question. Yeah, ninth line also. Okay. They can cause harm. There may be so many things. Very clearly, we have said it has algorithmic biases, which are systemic biases. Okay. Did I pick the right line, Dia and Annapurna? All right, let's go to the next one. Okay. Here is a filler. The Dutch court concluded that the legislation establishing the Siri system proved something against intrusion into private life. Very quickly tell me which of these will be the correct answer for question number 3. Is it ample protection? Is it insufficient protection? Is it no clarity? Is it unquestionable safeguards? All right. Shubhangi, Arman, Riya, Ritvika, Nandkishore, Adi, Harry. Yes, you've got it absolutely right. The correct answer is insufficient protection. Absolutely. This entire passage is focused towards telling you that there is a problem, there is a systemic bias that exists in AI, right? Even in legislation. So the minute you see that legislation which established the SIRI system was not giving you enough protection, right? And it was very clearly mentioned in the passage here that it provided insufficient protection. So correct answer was B. Yes, yes, Dia, very good. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to the next question. Question number 4: which of the following is true except regarding the challenges of the AI system? Oh, sorry, the except, I don't know why it is placed there. We know true plus except is always going to be false. Let me reframe the question properly and then give it. All right, let's take a look. Very good. Which of the following is true? Remember, when we look at true except or false except questions, what we do is we look for the ones that are true, eliminate those, and then whatever is left will be our correct answer. True plus except is always going to be false. As well, false plus except is always going to be true. So the minute we said true except, I knew I was looking for the one that is false. AI algorithms may lack transparency and accountability is true. AI solutions can reinforce discrimination and violate human rights is true. AI always ensures fair outcomes in decision making. This is an extreme answer and therefore false. AI may undermine the privacy of personal digital data is also true. So the only answer that was false was option number C, and your correct answer. All right, let's go to the next one. Yes, 4 is C. Absolutely, Adi. Very good. Let's take a look at the next question. Question number 5. Again, this one is a false except. So we know that false. I don't know what is happening to my pen. False plus except is true. So I'm looking for the one that is true. Which of the following is true about the SIRI system? It lacked transparency in its implementation. It eliminated all risk of socioeconomic discrimination. It provided robust protection against intrusion into private life, and it did not gather data from government sources. So find the one that is true here. All right, let's take a look. It lacked transparency in its implementation. If you look at the passage very beautifully, it spoke about the SIRI system and said that here is a problem that the SIRI system had, right? Uh, it lacked transparency in its implementation. Very clearly, it was given. The SIRI system lacked transparency, and its targeting could amount to socioeconomic or migrant status discrimination. So, A was the correct answer. If you were to look at the other options, it eliminated all risk of socioeconomic discrimination, is false. It provided robust protection. Where was the robust protection? False. And it did not gather data. No, it definitely gathered data. So false. So B, C, and D were all false. And the only one that was true was option number A. And therefore your correct answer. Okay. All right. Now, let's take a look at the sixth question very quickly. Which of the following can be inferred as a primary source of discussion on AI systems in the passage? Okay. How do we find out what is the primary source of discussion? Okay, give me a reason why your answer is what your answer is. All right. D is the most comprehensive and covers all aspects. I am getting D as the answer. Yes. Reports on AI's cost effectiveness. But were we only talking about this, the cost effectiveness reports? No, so it cannot be A. Right? And we very clearly said several research studies have extensively examined the challenges and opportunities with the use of AI in the legal domain. So this is really not about the cost effectiveness, not about the case studies also, not surveys on public opinion, so therefore no. So research studies on ethical, societal and legal implications of AI, and that is what this passage is talking about. So yes, the correct answer was option number D. All right. Yes, Annapurna says all the other options aren't covering all the other aspects. Absolutely. The others are all very specific and you'll find them in some place, but they're not covering everything. Ritvika says D has all the things that are discussed, whereas the other options are partial. Yes, the third line does talk about inclusion of legal and talks about where it's been taken from. I have pointed out that line for you guys also. All right, very good. Okay, so my question to you is, what is your score out of 6 in this set? Quickly. Did you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? What did you get in this set out of 6? Let's get your scores in. Between 1 to 6. Shreya has got 6 on 6. Very good. Shubhangi, UV6, Agrita 5, Annapurna 6, Amrita 6, Arman 6, Ritvika 6, Adi 5. Okay, Adi, don't worry. Mukti 6, very good. Meghna 6, very nice. Dia 5, Hari 5. Okay, Mayuri 6, very nice. Very nice, you guys. Excellent. Excellent. Others, your scores? This is only 10 people who have given me the scores. Others are not giving. Why? What is the thing in that? Please share your scores. It's not a big deal. If there is any specific question you had a problem with, see, I'll tell you what, now your exams are such that the questions are coming very simply, very straight from the passage. So all you need to do is be able to refer to the passage, check your answer and mark it. Take that 10 seconds extra to solve and go ahead. All right, let's go to the next passage. Here is passage number 2. Again, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to read and then we will discuss. So it's 32:12 by my watch. 20. So 34:20, I will stop you. I'm removing myself. Agrita, it's just started. All right, I hope you've gone through the passage, everyone. Let's take a look at the questions. There are 6 questions in this passage, and we'll do that. Harry, I'm so happy to have somebody who's preparing for CLAT next year with us. Very nice. That's very proactive of you. Wonderful. All right, let's go to the questions. The first set of questions, here it is. Again, I've got the passage here, so you will not find it difficult. The passage is a little tough here, this one. The session, Agrita, will end at 6 o'clock. We have a 3-hour session now, and then there will be another one from 6 to 9. I'm not sure what session it is. All right, I've started getting some answers from you guys. Oh, my pen fell off. Okay. All right, very correct answer. What can be inferred about the impact of tautomorphic structures on science and technology? What an interesting passage. The only problem with this passage was the word tautomorphic, isn't it? So, tautomorphic structures may revitalize seemingly settled fields like mechanics with new breakthroughs. The very first paragraph sort of pointed to that. The discovery of tautomorphic structures signals the decline of traditional scientific discipline was incorrect. It did not point to that. Tautomorphic structures have no practical applications outside mechanical engineering. We don't know if they have no practical application. Remember, this is very extreme, so not C. Lucrative breakthroughs in mechanics are unlikely to influence other scientific disciplines. We cannot say that because the passage at very first line said these breakthrough ideas have had reverberated impacts on the rest of fields of science and technology. And then the example was one of mechanics and the tautomorphics. So clearly it cannot be D also. So the best answer here was option number A. All right. I hope everybody got this one. Very nice. Let's go to the next question. Here's question number 2. What assumption underlies the explanation of tautomorphic structure? So let's understand and let's try and find out what is the explanation that underlies this tautomorphic structure. Is it A, the flexibility of the tautomorphic structure is not a unique feature? B, that they are first modular units to be used in space engineering? C, that the audience has some basic knowledge of mechanical engineering concepts? And D, that elastic bands are always used in constructing analog positioning systems? Tell me. All right, Annapurna gave me my first answer for this question. Oh, UV gave me my first answer. Oh, nice. All right, very good. I'm waiting for your answers. I've got a C from UV. I've got a D from Annapurna. I've got a B from Shubhangi. I've got a D from Shreya. I've got a D from Meghna also. One from Anusha. Another D from Dia. Another D from Divyansh. All right, let's take a look. Elastic bands are always used in constructing analog positioning system. What is this question asking you? This question is asking you an assumption. So what is an assumption? Something that must be true for whatever they're asking you to be true. So whatever is this explanation of the tautomorphic structure, which of these has to be true? Let's find out. What is this tautomorphic structure explanation? It's given here, right? So it continues here and then goes on. It says, first, it's worth understanding what is a tautomorphic structure. It is a series of triangular structures with a beam, a lever, and two elastic bands as acting as springs. Given the proper configuration, the bands can hold the lever at a set position in what mechanical researchers call as neutral without any external force being applied. One important aspect is that the lever can be held at any position, essentially making it an analog positioning system that does not have any set points where it must necessarily something. All right. So these two paragraphs are talking to you about the tautomorphic structure. Now it says the flexibility of tautomorphic structure is not a unique feature. Now, does the passage anywhere say that it is, or can you understand that it is not a unique feature? We cannot, right? I don't know if it is a unique feature or not. And even if it is not a unique feature, the flexibility can still exist and the explanation can still exist. So therefore, not A. If I'm to look at option number B, that the tautomorphic structures are the first modular units to be used in space engineering. Somebody had given me this, right? Show me where does it say that it is the first modular unit to be used in space engineering. Very quickly. Can someone show me? Whoever has given B as the answer. Somebody did give me B as the answer? Or is it that I was imagining that a B had come? So my problem is that when I look at this, that they're the first modular units to be used in space engineering, I'm not able to find something like this, and I'm not able to assume this is true for this part of the passage to be true, or for my understanding of the tautomorphic structure. So therefore not B. Look at, see, the audience has basic knowledge of mechanical engineering concepts. Now, if the audience does not have basic knowledge of mechanical engineering concepts, will I understand what's a beam, what's a lever, what is a spring, what is this neutral, what is an analog positioning system? Would I understand all of this if I did not have basic mechanical engineering knowledge? No. So this is something that we have to assume to be true. Okay. So I'm going to say assume to be true. Look at, the elastic bands are always used in constructing analog positioning systems. But do we know that they're always used? Again, my problem with this option D is that it is an extreme one. Also, if they're not always used but are used in this, then that's perfectly okay. There may be another system that could be used, but that's all right. So therefore D is not something that I can assume to be true. So the only thing that I can assume to be true is option number C, that the audience has some basic knowledge of mechanical engineering concepts. Oh, Arman, I had no idea how the Porsche door stays in place. I've never even seen a Porsche up close. So my problem is a different problem. All right, here's your question, everyone. Let's take a look. Which of the following would strengthen the researcher's interest in the tautomorphic structure? Okay. Now remember, there are two ways of strengthening any argument. One, you can find a paraphrase. That's one very easy way of strengthening something. Two, if you wish to strengthen something, you can find supporting evidence. Okay. So one of these is a very good, either one of these is a good way of strengthening anything. So how do you strengthen the researcher's interest in the tautomorphic structures? That's your question. Let's take a minute, read it, and try and answer it. Is it that tautomorphic structures require less material than traditional mechanical systems? Is it that tautomorphic structures can maintain stability in dynamic environments? Is it that they're too complex to simulate accurately? Or is it that they lack practical applications outside telescopes? Okay. I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Okay, Arman says A, maybe, for question 3. Shubhangi says B. Oh, I've started getting my answers. Let me see. Arman says A, maybe. Shubhangi says B. And Flame says B. Annapurna says B. Shreya says B. Ritvika says B. UV says B. Anusha says B. Meghna says B. Let's take a look at this question. It's a very nice question, guys, isn't it? So, what is it saying? It is saying that which of these would strengthen the researcher's interest? Where are we talking about the researcher's interest? It's somewhere here. That second part is the critical feature that the researchers were interested in. What second part? That another important aspect is that two or more can be combined in an hourglass looking shape, allowing the structure to take literally any form in either 3D space and be stable. So it is saying that the tautomorphic structures can maintain stability in dynamic environments. That's their curiosity, and that is why they would be interested. So this one is a very beautiful paraphrase of the given statement, right? So this is a paraphrase and therefore very clearly a correct answer. Not A, we don't know if it requires less material. If that would strengthen, the passage very clearly says they were interested in this. They're too complex. If they're too complex to simulate, then the researchers' interest would wane. If the tautomorphic structures lack practical applications outside telescopes, then again there would be a problem. They would not enjoy doing this or they would not use it. So, therefore, not D. So, the best answer here is option number B. All right, let's look at the third one. Which of the following would weaken the feasibility of building tautomorphic structures? Now, to weaken, there are three ways. You can directly say something is false. You can find an alternative solution. Okay. And you can find a reason for an alternative solution. Okay. So, any of these will work as a correct answer. So it could be a false one, it could be an alternative solution, it could be the reason for an alternative solution. So which of these will weaken the feasibility of building tautomorphic structures? Let's find out. Yes, I'm waiting for your answers, everyone. Come on. Guys, एक काम कर लो प्लीज, सेशन को शेयर कर दो अपने फ्रेंड्स एंड बाकी लोगों के साथ, बाकी ग्रुप्स में, so that other people can also join in. Yes, very good. The correct answers, let's take a look. The ESA is willing to fund experimental environment for tautomorphic structures. How will this weaken the feasibility? That will actually support it. So therefore, D is not possible. If researchers if they successfully simulate various configurations, again, this will strengthen the possibility of building tautomorphic structures. Look at C, they're well suited for 3D transformation. So therefore, we can make tautomorphic structure, so again strengthens it. The optimization algorithms fail to account for environmental constraints like gravity. If that happens, then the feasibility of building a tautomorphic structure is very low. So you have definitely weakened it. So correct answer will be option number 1. Okay, so good. I think a lot of you. Yes, Ritvika, absolutely. Other options are sort of strengthening the idea that you can build the tautomorphic structure. So, whichever one is weakening, that is your correct answer. All right, let's take a look. So, this is just a paraphrasing of the statement. You have to identify which one will be the correct paraphrase. A lot of times they ask you the paraphrasing question. So they will ask you, what does the author mean when he says something like this? Okay. So question can come in this form. What does the author mean by? Okay, and then he can give you that statement. So it's just a paraphrasing. It can also be, what do you understand from? So that is also a paraphrasing only, right? So if whatever is the question, you can take it from there, understand it, and then identify what the correct answer is going to be. The results were promising, though they show that physically realizing this system would be difficult. All right. So, yes, what we're trying to say is that there was expectation and hope that the system would work, but there is a problem in physically realizing this system. So, there are option 1 and 2, we don't really need to consider. Option 1 says promising results indicate that the system is ready. The system shows promise and ease of physical realization. Both will not be the meaning of this. Between C and D, there is only a problem that C says the system is infeasible, but this passage says that it would, realizing it would be difficult, not will be difficult. Please understand, when you say something would be difficult and something will be difficult, there is a difference in meaning. So therefore C is incorrect, and therefore the best answer for us will be option number D. Okay, I hope you got that. All right, let's look at the sixth question. Based on the discussion of the passage, which of the following can logically be considered a corollary regarding the potential applications of tautomorphic structure? Okay, so what is the logical corollary of this passage? Let's take a moment. Yes, the absolutely. C was cancelled out because of that. And also we could see that that was inflexible. Inflexible means it will never happen. And that is why it was something that was incorrect. All right, I've started getting my answers. Shubhangi, Shreya, Diya, Annapurna, Ritvika. Very nice, you guys. Meghna. Tautomorphic structures will completely replace traditional actuators in all mechanical systems is an extreme option, and therefore we don't want it, of course. Remember that. The discovery of tautomorphic structures negates the need for further research. You don't need to have any more research. That's impossible. So not B. Look at C. Tautomorphic structures could enable innovative designs in space technology, such as adjustable mirrors and flexible habitats. Yes, this is something that we can conclude from the passage. They are only applicable in theoretical simulations and cannot be used. Well, this goes against the grain of the passage only, so cannot be the correct answer. Best answer for us, option number C, and that, yes, I think most of you have given me. Yes, Ritvika. The other options are absolutely extreme. Absolutely. Very good. All right, let me quickly get your scores for this section. Out of the 6 questions here, what have you got in this section? Everyone. Very quickly. Who's got a 6 on 6? Come on. Okay, Rishi. Oh, Annapurna's got 4. Shreya's got 5. Okay, Shubhangi has got 5. Meghna's got 5. Kartikeya has got 5. Isha's got 6. Very nice. Diya has got 5. Ritvika has got 5. UV's got 6. Very good, UV. Arman has got 5. Adi, what is your score? Amrita has got 4. Very nice. Very good. Now, guys, I'll tell you what, this passage was actually not a difficult passage. But the problem was, one, it came from science. But please remember that science-based passages are happening in your exam. ऐसा नहीं है that आता नहीं है ना? Even last year भी आया है AILET में. So AILET and last year भी. So AILET may give you passages on science. That's number 1. 2, the only problem with this was the word tautomorphic. If you realize, the minute you are able to accept this word, the passage becomes very easy to read. You know, then it is not difficult. Yes, it was a slightly technical passage, and that is why I brought in, because I wanted you to realize that if it is a technical passage, it does not necessarily mean that it is a difficult passage. Okay. Yes, it was more on the technical note. Definitely. Definitely. That is why I brought in this passage. I wanted you to get some experience of passages. Arman, it is entirely possible that you could get a scientific passage in critical reasoning. There's no saying anything. I was looking at the passages, and what I realized was that many passages came from technology, from electric vehicles, from science and stuff like that. From AI. Now AI is something that's very popular. Last year, I think out of the 51, 52 questions in logical reasoning, at least 20 questions had cases of AI, science, technology. So for you to say that, okay, this is something that scares me, should not be the case. You should be ready and to blast the hell out of it. Science, technology is not scary. Please understand, they're not testing you on the science of it, they're just testing you on what is written. So be smart and just read the thing, and then go and look for your keywords and look for your answers. The thing here was that you had to look for the keywords. And I'll tell you what, most of the questions were so easy, they were just solvable by looking at the options. The fear is that we are unable to read the passage because we are afraid. That's the problem. So please don't panic when you do get a scientific passage. Please don't worry. What I generally do is, in such a case, wherever this tautomorphic is written, I will read it as TM, and then my life becomes very easy. I'll say, oh, TM structure, oh, TM structure, oh, TM structure, and then my mind just says TM. It doesn't say tautomorphic. So therefore, the minute I'm like reading TM, it becomes easy, and then my life is so much easier. So that's what you should do. Whenever something difficult comes across, just replace it with an easier word, and then just assume that you understand this. Then it becomes far easier to read. Okay. I Like I said, for me it's very difficult to define a good score. You need some help in coding and decoding. So the AR session will happen and you will be able to do that. I'm very bad at coding and decoding. I'm very good at statement assumption, statement conclusion, and stuff like that. But coding, decoding is, I can do blood relations and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this is again something from, or something very similar to last year's AILET. So this is a passage from the AILET, but what I have done is I have changed the questions for you. Okay, so I'm going to let you read this one and give you 2 minutes per page. You read it, and then we will discuss the questions. Okay, so I'm going to just remove myself from this All right, I'm assuming you're through. I'm going to bring you to the sheet, of course. Here we are, the first question. So what I've done is, this was a passage from last year's AILET or the year before. I'm not sure. I don't remember actually. But what I've done is I've created new questions just to show you how to solve something as difficult. So the writer uses the phrase "make enough to cover electricity costs" to imply what? Let's do this. There are 10 questions in this set, just like the exam last year. So let's do this. Yes, Arman, we can do silogs. I will help you do silogs. Definitely. To make enough to cover electricity costs is to imply costly GPUs automatically guarantee better returns. They guarantee better returns. Here we are saying make enough to cover electricity costs. So not what? Mining requires GPUs with the highest possible hash rate. Again, we don't know this. Electricity usage is irrelevant. No, it is not. So not C. That mining profitability depends on managing operational expenses. Yes, how you will do it is the most important thing. If you want to make mine profitably, you have to manage the operational expenses. Otherwise, it can be very expensive and you will not be able to earn any profit. Initially, though, I didn't understand what mining meant. Now I understand. You have one phone which is constantly working. My goodness, very crazy. Lots of uh, energy being used on something that you will never even get your hands on. Very painful. All right. Here's your next question. Question number 2. What does the phrase calling it a day suggest in the context of selecting a GPU? Okay. Is it C? Is it D? Is it A? I'm getting different answers. What do you mean by call it a day in the context of selecting a GPU? Hmm. So calling it a day, where was it mentioned, guys? It was mentioned very beautifully in the second or the third paragraph somewhere. Yes. Choosing the best graphics card for crypto mining isn't as simple as picking the absolute most expensive card you can locate and calling it a day. So you just pick the most expensive one and then you're done. That is making a rushed decision without thorough analysis. So when you're calling it a day, you're not doing any analysis, right? You're just looking at the most expensive one, buying it, and you're done. That's what calling it a day means. The phrase calling it a day means to end something, right? End it, to end something, to finish something, to put a full stop on something. So ending the mining process due to unprofitability, but that the unprofitability was not mentioned here. So therefore not A. Opting for premium quality, yes, but what are you doing with that? Why does it say calling it a day? It's not that you buy the most expensive one, but it's that you do a decision without thinking about it. If you're planning to do long term investment, that's not calling it a day. So therefore not D. So the best answer here was C. Okay. I hope you got that. Yes, Ritvika, Vian. Yes, being satisfied with your choice of just picking up the most important, the most expensive one. Yes, or yes, Dia, it was written near that headliner that we had. Very good. Now, this I think was one of the passages that I liked, even though it's very science based. And see, this is what I'm saying. You do get passages from science, technology, all the things that we don't like. And well, that's how life is. Which detail about cryptocurrency mining is not covered under the section what is the best GPU for crypto mining? So, what is not covered, okay, in this section? Is it A, is it B, is it C, or is it D? Oh, Annapurna has given me an answer. She says A. I'm going to wait for your answers, everyone. UV says B. The question says which of these details is not covered under this section? I'm looking for answers. I'm getting B from Vivan, from Dia, from Arman, from Shreya, from Pooper. What an ugly name you have. From Ritvika, from Niharika who says D, Isha who says D, Harry who says D, Nandini who says B. All right. Okay. Can we quickly take a minute and see what this passage was all about? What was it saying? Very interesting. What is the best GPU for mining? So, what did we say? That way you can just buy this. So, there are various factors. Of course, he said efficiency is important. So, this is already mentioned. So therefore, A cannot be an answer. He gave you buy the NVIDIA GeForce, AMD Radeon RX 5 for those on a tight budget. So he gave you affordable GPU options, therefore not C. Influence of electricity costs on profitability. He said you want something cheaper, right? It said somewhere. Now, where did it go? I've lost it. Yes, for as little electricity, high hash rate for little electricity. So, D is also mentioned. Okay. So, therefore, A is not a possible answer, C is not a possible answer, D is not a possible answer. Only B is a possible answer, and that's your correct answer. So, anyone who had the other options, I hope you've been able to understand why none of the others will be right and why only the given answer is correct. All right, let's go to the next question. Why does the author include these subheadings like what is the best GPU for crypto mining and so on? Why does he do that? To highlight only the most technical aspects? To create suspense? To encourage readers to explore alternative investments? To make information more accessible? I'm waiting for your answers. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Everybody's given me the correct answer, I think, huh? Yes, why is the author giving you these headings is to make it more accessible and to make it more readable. So yes, D is the correct answer. Absolutely. Absolutely. It cannot, you're not highlighting only the most technical or to create suspense or to explore them, to encourage them to explore alternative things. So D, yes, to make the information more accessible. Very good. All right, let's go to the next one. Question number 5. Which of the word is closest in meaning to resale value as used in the text? What is this resale value thing that we are talking about? I'll point out where this resale value is mentioned, though I should not be, but let me. Sometimes I'm very nice and therefore I will help you. I hope all of you have already hit the like button. Anyone who joined in just now, please make sure that you have. This poor woman needs her likes. This poor woman also needs her shares and subscribes. 5, you're saying the correct answer is B, B, B. Isha, Hari, Nandini, Ritvika, Arman, Annapurna, Shreya, UV, Aditi, Isha and Hari. Very good. Yes, you guys, absolutely. Let's take a look. So, very clearly in this place, we are talking about the resale value of the card. So, resale value is whatever is remaining, whatever is the second price or trade in value. Absolutely. It's not depreciation, right? It is not renewal. It is not original worth. It is whatever is left. So, if I bought a phone today, an iPhone for 70K, right? And next year I sell it for 5K. This 5K is the remaining worth, whatever it is now valuable value for, right? So that is the remaining worth or the second hand price. So whoever is buying it is buying it in second hand, or it is the trade in value. So yes, very good. That's the correct answer. Sometimes I come up with such beautiful examples, no? Selling your iPhone for one, to buy an iPhone, you need to sell a kidney. So the value of the iPhone is the remaining value or the trade-in value of your kidneys. And then whatever remains is the remaining value. All right, the next one. What does the writer imply by suggesting that GPU should be evaluated for their hash rate? So when the author says that GPUs should be evaluated for their hash rates, what is he trying to tell you? Remember, infer, imply, and suggest all mean that this is something that you have to understand. These are all inferences, right? You understand from whatever the author gives and then mark as your answer. So is it the speed at which GPU's mine determines profitability? Is it that hash rates only matter for high budget GPUs? Is it that lower hash rates guarantee better efficiency? Is it that hash rates are irrelevant if the electricity costs are low? Which of these will be a valid answer? So now this is something that you have to understand. First of all, what is hash rate? Who will tell me the correct answer, what correct meaning of hash rate? Mukti, all the AILET PYQs are already there in your this thing, right? So what analysis do you want? Tell me. I will. In the next session, I will ask Savitri ma'am to do a small session related to that. Very naughty, Arman. Yes, it is the efficiency of the mining this thing. Power use per second measured is hash rate. Yes. You want some explanations of some questions, Mukti? Or a complete discussion? Well, the paper is already there on your MyZone, na? So take from there. And if there are any specific questions, you just message me, or you can ask your teachers also. All right, yes, the correct answer, yes, it's the computational power of the CPU. Very good. So the correct answer, so this one said, you want a higher hash rate for as little electricity. Efficiency is the this thing. So the speed at which the GPU's mine determines the profitability, and therefore the correct answer is A. Hash rates only matter for higher budget GPUs is incorrect. It matters for all. Lower hash rates generate better efficiency is the exact opposite of what the passage mentions. And hash rates are irrelevant, not at all. Not at all. If the electricity is free, even then hash rates have to be, not low. You need high hash rates because then the usage of the equipment will be better. So therefore, not B, not C, not D. The correct answer is A. All right, let's go to the next one. According to the passage, why might one prefer an AMD Radeon 580 over the NVIDIA GeForce 3060 Ti? Yeah, why? Why? I want to know all this hash rate and whatever makes me feel very much like I'm a techie. I'm not. I quite like it. All right. I will try and see if we can get the 2023 paper uploaded, the video solutions. Okay. I was there last year, so of course we got them uploaded, but this year, the previous year, I was not there, so I don't know. All right, let's take a look. Here you are. So, where did we speak about this AMD Radeon and the other one very clearly? So, NVIDIA GeForce 3060 Ti and the Radeon 580, right? The AMD Radeon 580. So, it says it's perfect for those on a tight budget who want to save a few bitcoins or Ethereum to weather a financial storm, right? So, what you're saying is it is more affordable with a decent performance, right? So, perfect for those on a tight budget and those who want to save also. So, therefore, C was the correct answer. It offers a higher hash rate, we don't really say. The passage does not say that. Consumes less electricity, again, not really. Quicker return on investment, it again does not say that. The only thing it says is it's more affordable. See, it says for those on a tight budget, and if you want to save a few bitcoins or Ethereum. So, decent performance, but more affordable. All right, the next one. What tone does the author use in discussing the cryptocurrency market? Okay, what is the author's feeling about the cryptocurrency market? Is he cautious and realistic? Is he optimistic and promotional? Is he alarmist and critical? Is he dismissive and skeptical? Very quickly, let's try and find out. Come on, guys. Thanks, boys. I know sometimes I have very poor jokes inside of me, but they all come out during class. What can I do? It's just makes me special. Crazy but special. All right. Yes. What is the author's tone? Is he being optimistic? Is he, yeah, let's do this? No, it's not B. Is he alarmist? Oh, it's the end of day. If you use cryptocurrency, the cryptocurrency market is going to go bust. He doesn't say that. So it's not alarmist and critical. Dismissive. Oh, I couldn't care less about the cryptocurrency. You guys are investing in crypto. Oh, I don't care. Dismissive. No. He's not. He is cautious and realistic. He's telling you if you're doing this, you pay attention. See, he says very last line also very interesting. So as long as the GPU you consider buying will make more money than the electric cost, you're good to go. Leave it running for a few months and you'll have accumulated enough to pay off the card. You could stop here and sell the card to recuperate some of the initial cost or continue with the passive income. Saying you can just do a little bit, but don't go crazy. Okay. And then he says that's why we are not recommending only the most powerful. That doesn't make sense in the current climate. And it's also outright bad advice. So he is giving you good advice. He is cautious and realistic. He doesn't want to go you to go crazy. Okay. So therefore cautious and optimistic. Very good, you guys. All right. Question number 1. He refers to media coverage of cryptocurrency to emphasize what? Now, please understand this is an article which is talking about what is how to mine cryptocurrency using your graphic cards, and he's also suggesting which ones. So, this is one of those tech magazines that come, no, where they suggest what sort of things you should buy. So he's giving you a good analysis, what you need to take care of, how do you decide on a GPU, what are the other GPUs. So he's telling you about that. It's a very informative article, right? He gives you a lot of information. It's as if your uncle is sitting down with you and telling you, oh, this one is a good one, that one is a good one. You want more money, you want more hash rate. He's telling you. So when you read this article, it's as if you can now understand what cryptocurrency is all about, isn't it? So that's why I like this article. I mean, of course, because it was the first time I was able to understand something about cryptocurrency mining. I'm like, what is this? Okay, so he refers to the media coverage of cryptocurrency to emphasize the positive influence of news, the financial risk of ignoring market trends, the stability of mining as a long-term investment, or the unpredictability and volatility. What is he telling you with the media coverage? And he mentions the media coverage here. He says the cryptocurrency market is a financial one. That means it's extremely susceptible to media coverage and human emotion. So why is he talking about the media coverage? If you read the next 3-4 lines, it actually points to that. Take the damning environmental reports about Bitcoin that so the prices can go down. If you are spending $2,000 on a GPU to mine cryptocurrency, at least earn enough to, get your initial costs covered, right? So how does the mining happen? So he's telling you essentially that the market of cryptocurrency is very, he does not tell you about the positive influence. Now look at this passage. It's all very negative. So therefore not A. The financial risk of ignoring market trends, it's not just market trends. Okay. And it's about media coverage. The stability, he does not talk of stability. So what he's saying is that the cryptocurrency is unpredictable and volatile. It may go up, it may go down in the same time period also. Yes, he says that it is very unpredictable. Very. So therefore 9D will be the correct answer. All right, you're already in the green. What does this phrase suggest? What do you mean by saying you're already? Yes, they do. Girls, please take off all your jewelry. Boys, please take off all your jewelry before you go. Earrings, chains, kada, rings, anything. Please do not wear any jewelry. Okay? Just leave it at home. That's very important. Leave everything at home. Don't even try to bring it with you. It's not possible. Leave everything, because otherwise they'll ask you to leave it outside, and that's dangerous. You're already in the green. What does this in the green mean? Beta, I think it'll come, but ideally you just be smart and one bottle, it's already there in your admit card. There is one bottle, there is some blue or black pen, and your admit card and a photo. It's there in the admit card. So if you download your admit card, you'll be able to see. Okay. So you're already in the green. Let's find out. What do you mean by already in the green? I am already marking it in the green. He says you don't have to spend much at all to make money mining cryptocurrency. As long as the hash rates will pull in coin for you to sell and make enough to cover electricity costs, you're already in the green. What does that mean? You're covering costs and entering a profitable phase. Right? See, if you are green, mind you, if you are green, that means you are new. You are a novice, you are immature. Right? That's a different one. If you are in the green, that means you are already profitable. Actually, the idiom for this is in the black. In the black means you are in profits. In the red means you are in losses. Okay, whenever you see these, you know you're in the red, then you are facing losses. If you are, हाँ ब्रेक देती हूँ बिल्कुल अभी दूंगी. In the red means you're facing losses. Okay, so the correct answer here will be B. ब्रेक तो ऐसे मांगते हो जैसे लग रहा है कि मैंने मतलब जेल में बंद कर रखा है. यू आर कैरिंग योर फोन विद यू और योर लैपटॉप विद यू. इफ यू वांट टू गो समवेयर, go to the washroom, go eat something, bring your food here to the laptop, man. That is what I am also doing, no? ब्रेक दे दो, ब्रेक ले लो. ऐसे जाओ एक सेकंड के लिए, ब्रेक लेके आ जाओ फटाफट. So yes, the correct answer here. All right, let's get your scores on this one. Scores, please, out of 10. What did you get? I want to give you a break. I want to give you a break. Oh, I started getting my scores. UV has got a 9. Dia has got a 9. Oops. Don't give me an 8.75. Just give me how many you got right. Shreya has got 9 right. Harry has got 9 right. Harry, next year I want you to make it 10 on 10. Huh? Annapurna has got 9. Ritvika has got 9. Aditi has got 9. Isha has got 9. Very good. Poops has got 9. Amrita has got 8. Arman has got 9. Poops has got 9. Arey, how many times you will give your score, Ray? Shreya, very good. Oh, only person who's got 10 and 10. Sharve. Oh, Sharve, very good. Excellent. Made me happy. Very good. Excellent. 10 on 10 go. Nandini has got an 8. Very good, you guys. All right. Excellent, all of you. All right. You need a break? Seriously, everybody needs a break? We've just done 10 and 22 questions only, and you want a break? Oldies. So, what I'll do is, whoever needs a break, I'm going to put on the next passage. Okay. We'll start reading it. You go run to the washroom, wherever you want to go. Ask mommy for a cup of tea or a glass of milk or whatever. And then come back. Stretch. You all want to stretch with me? Lazy me, I can do my stretching here only. The session is still 6, beta. It's a very short session. It's just 3 hours, nothing. Vian is such a cutie, Vian. Vivan, sorry, my darling. All right. So I'm just putting on the next passage. You can go take a break, take a 2-minute break, come back, and then we will read this one. Yeah? So here is my first part of the passage. Okay, I'm going to give you, it's 136, 34. So I'm telling you how much time I'm giving you. 136:34. I'm giving you till 140:34. That means it's a 4-minute, or I'm going to give you till 142. Okay, I'll be nice. So I've given you 6 minutes on this page, right? That means I'm giving you about 4 minutes ka break. Okay? How nice am I? Oh my goodness. All right. So go. You want to run wherever. I'm going to hide myself. I'm also going to go run and come back in 2 minutes. Okay. Don't leave the session, anyone. Keep in the session. Be in the session. Just go take a break and come back. Okay. hello. Hello, everybody. Guess who's back? Give me a quick round of thumbs ups if you're here. Come on, quickly, everybody. I'm back. Hi, Mukti. Good to have you. I'm so happy. Yes, guys. Hi, Annapurna. Hi, Harry. Hi, Vivan. Hi, Dileshwari. So good to have all of you back in class. Let's get started. I hope, did you read this passage or should I give you some more time? Hi, Deeptakshi. I like your, this, what is that called? The display photo. It's such a cute one. Hi, Anusha. Hi, Dia. Hi, Arman. Welcome back. Of course, the break was totally worth it. Absolutely. Hi, Annapurna. Dun 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 dun. Come on. I'm so happy. All right, you've read this part. I'm going to take you to the second part of the passage. You can now read the second part of the passage. Hi, Mayuri. Hi, Amrita. Welcome. Part two of the passage. So in the break, see, I made a whole jug of tea. This is my favorite mug. Why? Because of course you can see it has my name on it. This Teachers Day, I got it from some of my students. So yeah, it just makes me so happy. I generally have my tea in this one only. All right, I'm hiding myself for the next 2 minutes so you can read, otherwise, I'll keep talking. All right, I'm assuming you have read this one. Okay. Now, shall I take you to the questions, guys? Here is the passage. The whole passage is there. Okay. What does the writer mean when he says family is complicated? All right, I've got my answers. Very good. Families are complicated. The definition and dynamics of families can vary. Very good. Absolutely. They're inherently dysfunctional. We don't know. They're challenging only in legal context, again, is very specific. And all families experience the same challenges, again, we really cannot say. So, of course, that's incorrect. The best one, of course, was option B. The very first line of the passage was this. All right. Here's your second question. Why does the author mention Leo Tolstoy's quote from Anna Karenina? All right. Why does he mention this quote from Anna Karenina to illustrate that all families face the same issue? To highlight the universal nature of family happiness? To introduce the variability in how family is perceived, or to contrast it with modern definitions of family? Where is this mentioned? Show me very quickly. Where does he mention this phrase of Anna Karenina? Somebody show me. The third line. Very good. When Leo Tolstoy began Anna Karenina with the line, "Happy families are all alike, every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way," readers could infer that he could refer to just to one spouse and children. Okay, so why does he mention this? To By contrast, when SNL's Keenan Thompson said, "My immediate family is really close knit," he was also likely including his parents, siblings in this well known family quote. Yes, thank you guys. Yes, we picked up. So, what is the concept of family? He is telling you that, and to give an example of that, right? So, to illustrate that all families face similar issues, no, but he says that they have different issues. So, therefore, not A. To highlight the universal nature of family happiness, no, he doesn't say that. That's not what he's trying to highlight. To introduce the variability in how family is perceived, yes, that appears to be a good answer to me. To contrast it with modern definitions of family, are we really trying to define or to contrast? No. So not D. So the correct answer should be C. If you look at the passage, here is where I found the answer. That but beyond that, the very concept of family isn't easily defined. And then he goes and talks about this uh, Leo Tolstoy, right? So, therefore, the best answer I think is to introduce the fact that families can be perceived in different ways. Okay, so correct answer C. But he's mentioning what, Mukti? That happy families and unhappy families face similar issues. No, he says happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. So the unhappy families all have different issues. Okay. So therefore, is introducing the variability in the families, their happiness and unhappiness. Okay. Why not B? Because to highlight the universal nature again. So if you're talking of the universal nature of happy family happiness, then why does he talk about unhappy families being unhappy in their own way? So then you are only considering Amrita. You're only considering the first part of the statement, that happy families are all alike, but you're forgetting that unhappy families are also there, and he mentions them, right? That every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. So you cannot say that I'll take only half of the statement and not consider the other half, right? So you understand? That's why it cannot be B, it will be incomplete. So see, there is a variability. Happy families are all a particular way, unhappy families all a particular way, but all different in their own particular ways. Okay? All right. Let's look at the next one. What does the phrase hard and fast definition most likely mean in the context of the passage? Okay? All right. Let's take a look. Yes, I'm going to wait for your answers, everyone. 13, I'm getting D, C, D, C, Mukti D, Annapurna D, Arman C, Shreya D, Arman, how many times you give an answer? Dileshwari C, D, Nandini C, Aditi C, UVD, Niharika C, UVC, Anusha D. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so hard and fast definition means what? That it is very strict. Okay, anything that is hard and fast has to be very strict. Okay, so therefore what we will say, the correct answer will be a rigid definition that does not change. Okay, flexible definition, no. Definition that is universally agreed upon, no. Definition that applies only to legal context, no. So the correct answer, rigid definition. Okay, it's a very strict definition. Okay, the minute you say hard and fast, it is a strict one. All right, let's go to the next question. Question number 14. Here you are. Why does the author include examples from child custody cases and inmate visitation policies? All right. Why does he include examples from child custody cases and visitations? What is he trying to tell you? And this is all mentioned here, right? To show how legal definitions can vary, I emphasize the importance of family in legal matters, to compare different states' laws on family matters, or to argue against rigid definitions of family in legal contexts. What is he saying? Question number 14, I'm getting answers as A. Yes, absolutely. He gives you two very beautiful examples. He says in child custody, immediate families, parents, siblings, spouse, child by blood, adoption, marriage, grandparents, and children. And who to visit an inmate? Mother, father, husband, wife, children, grandchildren, so many. Right? So therefore, this is the legal definition of family can vary widely. Yes, and that is what we are trying to show. Not to emphasize the importance of family, not to compare, because he does not compare only, I mean, different states. He's just compared two. He's given you data from two. And he doesn't argue against the rigid definitions because he says there is no rigid definition. So therefore, B, C, and D were incorrect. And the correct answer was option number A. Now, this was a very beautiful passage because he does not argue against the rigid definition. He doesn't say that let's not have a rigid definition. He says there are different ways you can define family and different situations where family means different things. Okay, so that's why not D. Anusha. Okay. He doesn't argue against, he doesn't say, oh, let's not have it. Okay, he says, and if you look, the last line says, let's take a look at some more of the common context in which defining immediate family matters. So we are talking about where all you need to define immediate family matters, and these are different ways. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. In the context of passage, how does the writer describe immediate family in casual conversation? What is this immediate family in a casual conversation? So what is this concept of immediate family in a casual conversation? Oh, I've started getting A, B. Oh, I've got so many B's, huh? Okay, let's take a look. As a strictly defined concept, in a casual conversation, where have we spoken about strict definition? No. As a flexible and personal interpretation, yes. As a term with no real meaning is too illogical, too extreme, not at all. Look at the next one. As a universal and consistent term, well, the passage says this is not universal, right? So therefore not D. So your best answer will be option number B. Okay. Person, flexible and personal interpretation. All right. Question number 16. Which of the following is true about intestacy laws mentioned in the passage? Intestacy comes from the word intestate. Intestate means when you have not written a will and you die. So in that case, you have not defined what your estate is. That's intestate. Okay. So intestacy is those laws where person does not have a will. Okay. So which of the following is true about intestacy laws mentioned in the passage? What are these intestacy laws? Yes, last para, first line. Thank you, Sharve. The good thing about your exams are that the questions, or about AILET also, is that the questions limit themselves to different paragraphs. So the options also come from around that only. They always follow the uniform probate code. Actually, we don't know this, right? So A cannot be my answer. They always is very extreme, so I'm going to eliminate this. They favor distant relatives over closer ones. No, it may, but it does. We don't know. So not this, right? Who's considered closer versus who's considered more distance is something that is problematic. They vary between states and define relatives differently. Yes, they apply only to those with no immediate family. No, no. Interstacy laws apply to everyone. Okay. So therefore, not D. So the correct answer will be C, which I think most of you have given me. I think a few of you missed out. Remember, all extreme options have to be eliminated. That's something that we will keep in mind. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. Question number 17. What tone does the writer use when discussing the legal definitions of family? What is the legal definition of family? Yes, okay, so I've started getting my answers. Very good, you guys. This is question number 17. What tone does he use when discussing the legal definitions of family? Is he humorous or light-hearted? No. Is he analytical and factual? Yes. Is he critical and skeptical? Skeptical means he doubts them. But does he doubt them? No. Is he emotional and persuasive? Is he giving you sentimental stuff? No, he's giving you very cut to the point kind of stuff, right? So analytical and factual, not nothing else. Okay. Correct answer B. All right. What does the writer imply by stating circumstances matter, especially in nuanced immigration laws? So, we are talking of immigration. This is the paragraph we are referring to. Read and find out what is the meaning of this statement and give it to me. Persuasive is when somebody is trying to convince you to their view. Argumentative is when somebody is just fighting with you. Okay, without any reason. So, in an argumentative tone, you don't back up your statements with facts, but in a persuasive one, you will back it up with facts. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. Yeah, both are similar but not the same. Absolutely. Circumstances matter, especially in nuanced immigration laws. What we mean to say is that the situation is important because in immigration cases there may be different nuances, so you may have to consider different things, right? When you're petitioning for child over the age of 21, parents, siblings, fiance, the children of a fiance, right? So these are different situations. So immigration laws are straightforward and easy to interpret? No. They exclude family members? No. They're always prioritized? Again, no. So the correct answer is D, that legal definitions depend on context, right? So answer will be D. Okay. I hope you guys got that. I think most of you did get D. Right. Very good. Let's look at the third one. The next one. The writer's primary purpose. Why has the writer written this passage? Is he trying to explain the challenges of defining family? Is he trying to argue for a universal definition of family? Is he criticizing legal systems for inconsistencies? Or is he highlighting the importance of family in legal matters? What is he trying to say? I have three more passages to go. I think I'll be able to finish one more passage with you guys, probably. And that will bring us to a wrap. All right, yes, 19, the correct answer. Why has the writer written this passage? Because he wants to tell you how to define the family is a very difficult thing. And therefore, A. He doesn't argue for a universal definition. Where does he say there is one definition? He doesn't. So, not B. Does he criticize the legal system? Does he say anything bad about the legal system? He doesn't. He highlights the importance for family? No, again, he does not highlight it. Please always remember, in the primary purpose question, if this first word is very, very important, it tells you what the writer is doing. So if you're able to read the passage and understand it, you will be able to do this really well. Okay. So therefore, the correct answer, explain the challenges of defining, and then it gives you different situations also. If you're like making a green card, if you died without a will, if there is no applicable law, he's giving you what is the problem in defining families. So A is a very good answer. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. The writer emphasizes that the concept of immediate family can vary depending on the what, such as casual conversation, legal context, or company policies. Is it context, law, individual, or country? Of course, it is on the context, whatever is the context, whether it is conversation, legal situation, or it is company policy, right? That's your, for example, in my company, family is you, spouse, and kids. Extended family is parents and spouse's parents. That's your family, and that's all. So that's that. All right. So context. Let's do the next one. In the context of child custody cases in Texas, the definition of immediate family includes, which may differ from other legal contexts such as inmate visitation rules. Is it only parents and siblings? Is it step parents and in laws? Is it only blood relatives? Or is it parents, siblings, spouse, and grandparents? Come on, question number 21. Yes, come on, guys. All right. Yes, the correct answer is parents, siblings, spouse, and grandparents. Very good. It was mentioned here in the very first line. Okay, good. Question number 22. According to the writer, private companies are allowed to define immediate family in their bereavement policies as long as those rules do not what? Complement, violate, extend, exclude. What should be the correct answer? Come on, guys. Yes, Aditi, Shreya, Deeptakshi, Isha, Annapurna, Anusha, Ritvika, Dileshwari, Kashvi. Yes, I've started getting my answer from all of you. Ikisha, very good, you guys. Okay, the correct answer, yes, is option number B. So long as those rules do not violate existing laws. Correct. They do not complement, will not work together because complement means add on to. Extend again will not work. Exclude, how do you exclude laws, right? So violate is the correct answer. So B is the correct answer. Very good, you guys. Excellent. All right, our next passage is from virtual reality. I'm going to give you 2 minutes on each page and then we will discuss the passage and the questions. Okay. Here's your question. Let's do this. This is on virtual reality again, something that's very popular currently is absolutely on. So therefore, lots of things coming your way from these. So one of the primary benefits of VR in healthcare is its ability to provide what sort of environments? Immersive, real world, virtual patient, or therapeutic? Hi, Rishi. The correct answer here is going to be immersive environment, not real world, not virtual patient, not therapeutic, right? We are looking at immersive environments. Okay. All right. The next one. In the context of medical training, VR simulations help overcome challenges such as the lack of cadavers, patient safety concerns, and what constraints? What constraints am I worried about? Yes, a very similar passage was there. Very similar. That is why I brought this in. But it's not the same passage. That's the fun thing. Right, Diptakshi? Because when I was making the marathon, I knew I wanted to teach you stuff that's important, but I didn't want to take up a previous AILET paper. So I brought in a passage which is very similar, but is not exactly that. Very similar, of course. That's the fun of it. All right, the correct answer here will not be technological, not regulatory, not resource, but budget constraints. If you have VR simulation, you don't need budgets. Yes, absolutely. I know, darling. I know. It was a passage on the role of VR in medical field. Absolutely. So you notice this passage is almost similar. Yeah, not the same one. All right, I've started getting my answers. Isha says B, Deeptakshi says B, Mishika says A, Shreya says A, Arman says B, Dileshwari says A. All right, let's take a look. VR based therapeutic tools have been shown to effectively alleviate pain during treatments and aid in rehabilitation programs focused on what performance. Now, this is something that you could have picked from the passage. So, tell me, where was it? The correct answer was motor. It was mentioned in the passage. Not sensory performance, not emotional, and not physical. So it was motor performance, and the correct answer was A. Okay. Yes. It is mentioned there very clearly. So all you needed to do was read and identify. See? So this is where, oh my goodness, what a bad way of marking, na? How terribly I've marked. Oops. This is where it is. All right, let's go to the next question. Here you are. So, this passage most likely appeared as part of what? So, what is this text all about? Yes, Ritvika. Thank you, Shreya, Mishika, Ritvika, Annapurna. You guys are such rock stars. So where did this passage probably appeared? As part of what? A research paper, promotional material, news article, or a blog post? What is this? All right, I'm waiting for your answers. Um, Sometimes, yes. Grammar questions. Grammar questions are, they will ask you something on a sentence, what type of a sentence it is. They could ask you which of these sentences is a, let's say, a conditional, which of these is using a subjunctive, what is an infinitive phrase, what is a participial, stuff like that you can have. Okay, so those. So like I said, tomorrow's session when Savitri ma'am will have it, she will cover grammar. Okay, so yes, the correct answer is it's a research paper on the application of virtual reality. All right, what was the author's primary purpose in this passage? You're welcome, beta. All right, question number 25. Let's quickly do this. What is the primary purpose? Why has he written this article? Right? Primary purpose, main idea, central theme, all of these title, all of these are similar questions. What they're trying to tell you is what is the author telling you about? Find that and your answer will be. So, primary purpose is to explore the entertainment potential? No. To highlight the impact of virtual reality in healthcare? Yes, and in medical education. To discuss the technical specifications? No. To critique the limitations of VR in therapeutic applications? No, he's not critiquing them. Please understand, critiquing just means to analyze. Huh? Critiquing is not to criticize, that's a different thing. Okay, criticize means to say something bad about something, but critique means to analyze. So we are looking at analyzing. He does, but he does not critique the limitations, so therefore not D. So best answer, yes, B. All right. Question number 26. Identify the sentence in the passage that contains a participial phrase. Okay. Somebody said, ma'am, grammar का question कैसा आता है? So quickly बताओ, grammar का question ऐसा ही आता है. एक sentence passage में से बताना है which of these has a participle phrase. Okay. You tell me. All right, let's wait and let's see what your answer is. Yes, correct answer. I think you have all given me the correct answer. B. Okay, now let's take a moment and understand. What is a participial phrase? A participial phrase is a phrase which starts with a participle. Now, what's a participle? A participle is a verb plus ing or a verb plus ed when used as an adjective. Okay. So when you use a verb plus ing or a verb plus ed as an adjective and have a phrase for that, then it becomes a participle phrase. So the first one does not have any participle. The second has. The third again does not have. The fourth again does not have. Okay. So participle phrase it does not have. Okay. So therefore the only one that will work is option number B. So that was an easy question. But this is how questions can come in your exam. They will give you a phrase and they will ask you, okay, identify that. Some sentence might be asked whether it is correct or incorrect. So that is a possibility. All right. According to the passage, why will it be beneficial to study the influence of VR based medical training and patient care in existing intervention studies? Why do you want to study the influence of VR based medical training and patient care in the existing studies? What is the point of doing that? Do you want to improve the technical specifications of the headsets? Do you want to identify potential research gaps and enhance patient care tools? You want to develop new entertainment applications? You want to evaluate the profitability of investing in VR? Why will it be beneficial to study the influence of VR based medical training and patient care? This is a very interesting passage. Huh? The passage mentions this somewhere. Let's take a look. All right, the correct answer, yes, was option number B, to identify potential research gaps and enhance patient care tools. This was mentioned right at the bottom in this last paragraph. Right? It is time to identify research gaps that might be highly useful as a teaching tool. So you want to do that. And therefore, the correct answer was B. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. What does the passage suggest about VR simulation and its effects on medical training? So, what is it that you can infer about VR simulation and its effect on medical training? Let's find that out. Thank you, Annapurna. We'll now shortly come to the last set. All right, let's take a look. So, what is the passage suggesting about these VR simulations? Is it saying that it simplifies medical education, simplifies it by replacing practical training entirely? No, it does not. It provides an interactive and safe environment for skill development. Yes, it does. It eliminates the need for experienced instructors. Not at all. Can you replace instructors with VR? Not at all. You cannot. It focuses solely on developing technical competencies. No, it doesn't focus on solely on developing technical competencies. So the best answer, yes, will be B, that it is providing an interactive and safe environment for skill development. It will make it easier for you to practice and understand and learn and relearn, right? So you can go through the same surgery again and again in the VR situation. In real life, you will not be able to, right? So therefore, it's an interactive and safe environment for skill development. So that's why you can learn robotic technology, robotic surgery through VR. You can use your VR controllers to control. So that can teach you so much stuff. So that. All right, let's get your scores in for this passage, guys. There were 8 questions in this passage. Samriddhi, if you do about 90% of the questions, you're covered. Whatever the number is, because the number differs. And these papers are very easy, so you will get good scores. So Meghna got a 7 on 7. Annapurna got a 7. Meghna got an 8 on 8. Shreya got a 7. Very good. Mishika got 8. Ritvika got 7. Samriddhi got 8. Annapurna got 8. Deeptakshi got 8. Isha got 7. Very good. UV got 8. Ekisha got 8. Kartike got 7. Very nice, you guys. Amrita got 8. Wonderful, wonderful. Arman, you naughty boy, 8 on 8. Very good. All right, we'll come to the last passage now. This one is slightly on the philosophical thing, perfection and all of that. And let's do this. It's just a one-page article. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to read and then we will continue with the discussion. Okay? Your 2 minutes begin All right, guys. I hope you have read the passage. I'm now going to take you to the question. What an interesting passage this was, isn't it? Again, something that was very similar to a passage in last year's AILET. And let's do this. So, question number 29. What does the author do after quitting a stable job? Started a business, enrolled in a PG program, traveled South America, took a different job in a new city. What did the author do? Yes, very quickly, let's get your answers in, everyone. Oh, Isha says C, Diptakshi, Samriddhi, Shreya, Mayuri, Anusha, Annapurna, Dileshwari, Ikisha, Aisha. Very nice. Very good, you guys. Arman, of course, without Arman giving me an answer, I cannot mark it as the right answer. You know that, na? So Arman first has to say, ma'am, this is the answer. So yes, the author traveled to South America for a year, quitting a stable job and something, something. So correct answer was this C. Everybody got that. Very nice. The next one. What can be inferred about the author's view on traditional life paths? They're always the best option for personal success. They may hinder personal success, personal growth, and meaningful experiences. They guarantee financial and emotional stability. They promote creativity and experimentation. What is the correct answer? Come on. I'm from, I belong to Lucknow, Amrita, but I now live in Noida. I work in Delhi and I take classes in the CL Connaught Place Center and the Kailash Colony centers. And I work at the CL head office. So, yeah, Delhi. All right. Yes, the correct answer absolutely was option number B, that they may hinder personal growth and meaningful experiences. That is what he had said. They're always the best. No, again, you know, always is an extreme option. They guarantee something, again, is incorrect. They promote creativity and experimentation. So, why are they traditional? They should be offbeat, right? So, therefore, correct answer B. Me from Guwahati? Not at all. When did I become from Guwahati? Never even been there. I wish though I'd be happy being from Guwahati. The people from Guwahati are so beautiful. Based on the tone and the subject matter, where is this passage most likely sourced from? So, where is this passage coming from? Is it a motivational blog? Is it a historical account? Is it a scientific research paper? Is it a financial advice column? What is this coming from? Where is this passage coming from? Naughty boy. हम ही मिलते हैं जोक करने के लिए हैं. Yes, the correct answer. It's a historical account, not at all. What history have we spoken about? Scientific research paper, clearly no. Financial advice, I wish they were giving some financial advice. They don't, they're giving you life advice. It's all about how to live a life, right? So, therefore, a motivational blog. He says also, no one is meant to be perfect in any area of your life, because in a perfect world, everything is stagnant and so on, so on, right? So very life advice, very motivational. So correct answer A. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, so here's another grammatical question. So if there is a grammatical error in this sentence, you find out. These mistakes allowed me to see how perfection will have actually held me back. Which part of the sentence has an error? Grammar questions appear within the passage itself. Grammar, vocabulary, fillers, analogy, idioms, phrasal verbs, sentence correction, everything is part of the reading comprehension passage in AILET. So you have to be very careful with AILET that it's not just reading comprehension. There are many questions, all of different types. So when you're doing this exam, be conscious of that. Okay. All you need to do is a little bit of consciousness, and then you're sorted. All right, let me take a look at where this sentence is from. So where was the sentence? Huh? I just want to find out. These mistakes, it's these mistakes that allow us to incorporate. No, it's not this. Oh, I got a wrong sentence. So where is my sentence? Can somebody show me? These mistakes, I found it. So these mistakes allowed me to see how perfection will have actually held me back. I know that using quotation marks around mistakes is incorrect, is not right. It is perfectly okay. So this is not my answer. The sentence is grammatically correct. No, the word actually is misplaced. No, the word will replaced with would. See, these mistakes allowed me to see how perfection would have actually held me back. I'm talking of the past, and because it is a possibility that I'm talking about, I'm taking this in the conditional form of will, which is the would. And that is why would and not will. Will says certainly. Would gives you possibility. So because it is a conditional thing, it could have held me back. So I'm using would and not will. Yes, thank you, beta. Thank you, Dileshwari. You guys just help me out so much. All right, here's the next one. What does the word stagnant most nearly mean? Stagnant, what is the meaning of stagnant? Is it dynamic, growing, motionless, or temporary? Which one? Come on. Okay, Samriddhi is giving me my first answer. C. Meghna, Shreya, Arman, Annapurna, Deeptakshi, Diya, Isha, Ritvika, Pragati. Hi, this your first answer, or I have missed seeing you? Aisha, very good. So the correct answer, of course, we know is for stagnant, it has to be motionless. Stagnant means unmoving, right? And therefore, it is clearly motionless. Okay. So correct answer C for this question. Very good. All right, the next one. What is the meaning of the phrase chart a new course as used in the passage? See, there are all types of questions that you will get. Okay, Pragati, I'm so happy you have come in, bete. Mayuri, very good. My first answer for this question came from Mayuri so fast. Samriddhi, Mayuri, Isha, Annapurna, Arman, my cute boy, Pragati, Dileshwari, Diya, Ritvika, Deeptakshi, Aisha, Meghna, Shreya. All of you are giving me answers, and all of you are saying what is the correct answer. Charting a new course is to, of course, create a new plan. So to plan a different direction in life, B. To explore uncharted territories, no. To repeat, no, you're doing something new. To create a geographical map, no. So B is the correct answer. Very good. All right, let's go. Let's do the next question. If you do see a ghost, Behind me, don't be scared. Okay. There's a ghost test running around in my house. Okay. Why does the author mention their irrational decisions in life? And what are these irrational decisions that we are talking about? So, the irrational decisions to emphasize the importance of avoiding mistakes, to highlight their regrets about their choices, to show how such decisions led to positive growths and opportunities, and to argue against taking risk in life. Of course, the entire passage focused on one thing, and that one thing is your answer. So, this is like I'll say this is essentially what will you call it? The purpose of the passage, right? It's very much a purpose of the passage question. Why is he doing something? Why is he showing something? Right? So the correct answer, yes, was C, to show how such decisions led to positive growth and opportunities. Very good, you guys. All right, let's go to the next one. Here you are. What is the tone of the passage? Is it encouraging, pessimistic, critical, or detached? What is the author's tone? Excited like ma'am? Not at all excited. Bored, frustrated. What? So Isha gave me my first answer. Samriddhi then, Shreya then, Mayuri then, Anusha then, Arman then, Meghna then, Annapurna then, Deeptakshi, Ritvika, Dileshwari, Pragati, Aisha. Very nice, all of you. Very good. So the correct answer here was encouraging. The writer is trying to encourage you to make mistakes, to do something, to not bother about perfection. So pessimistic, critical, detached, incorrect. The correct answer, encouraging. All right, let's do the last two questions, guys. What does the word flawed most nearly mean as used in the passage? Overlooked, polished, perfect, imperfect. Quickly tell me. This is going to be question number 37 and we'll do till 38. The last passage for today I am not going to do because we are running out of time now. There's no point in going crazy. And also, like I said, there is a ghost in my house and the ghost is trying to do things which can be very dangerous. So I am not going to allow the ghost to disturb us. And that is why we will finish the class in just 2 minutes. Yes, flawed, of course, means having some problems. So imperfect is the correct answer. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's do the last question for today. Why does striving for perfection cause people to miss out on life's best moment? Okay, why do you miss out on some really good things when you're just strive for perfection? Isha, my love, I would do the last passage, but you have another marathon from 6 o'clock. You know that now? So, so therefore, and I think I'm having a session with you on Friday also. So I will meet you on Friday. Again, 3 to 6, we are doing one more session. So I will see you then, and that's a logical reasoning session. So all those who are saying syllogisms पढ़ा दो, syllogisms पढ़ा दूंगी. ठीक है? बट शर्त ये है कि 100 लोग आने चाहिए. You're welcome, my Samriddhi darling. Okay. Bring 100 people. I'll teach you syllogisms, I'll teach you conditionals, everything. Perfection keeps people focused on the future rather than the present, and that's why you miss out on the wonderful things in life, right? So not A, it leads to stress and anxiety. No, causes you to make mistakes, not ensuring comfort and so on. So correct answer was B. Arrangements, I'll try and teach you arrangements also. All right, quickly give me your scores from this set, everyone. Let me see what you have got. So I'm not doing the EV set. Okay. All right, very quickly. So there were how many questions? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. 10 questions. Tell me what you got. अरे बुला लाना अपने 100. All of you can bring 100 if you want to. Full marks. Amazing. Amazing. I'm hoping that you will get full marks in your exam also. So I think tomorrow you will meet with Savitri ma'am. You can do lots of grammar. And Friday, when we meet, I will teach you syllogisms and I'll teach you other associated critical reasoning concepts. Okay? Be ready. Thank you so much, my dearest, dearest children, for being here, for being so competitive and participating. I will see you on Friday. Thank you. Bye bye. I hope these questions were nice. Drop some good comments. Oh, Meghna, thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Very good. All those who got 10 on 10, I was hoping because there's lots of grammar and vocab in this set. All right. Bye bye. See you. Friday milenge. Bye bye. Drop a like, all of you, and share. Bye. I'm now ending the stream. Okay. Bye. Finally.